course, really need to take a moment here because it's rare that I have both of you at the same time in the same place.
Yeah, and we're all in matching
outfits. Yeah. No, but of course, like we mentioned earlier, now there are different ways to go about inspiration. Whether you're the one in the frame, whether you're the one capturing the moment. I do have to ask you, Magic, because you go to many different locations, different times of the day. Where do you find the inspiration to capture moments? Where do you find it? Because there's so many that happen on a daily basis.
Okay, of course, hello first. Hi guys, hello. Where I find inspiration, it always goes back. Because I've been a photographer, Vince, for almost more than a decade. Hindi naman kita sa age. Parang kami ni
Pero graduate mo lang, di ba?
Ha?
Graduate, like, batch kayo ni Pam, di ba?
Five years ago na kami graduate from college.
Exactly.
Grade school pa si David. No? Anyway, finding inspiration is always has been, it's always, for me, it's always has been, it's always been, as soon as you wake up in the morning. Because that would start your day. So wherever I go, or whoever I shoot, yung nagdidikta talaga ng inspiration ko is when I get up in the morning. That's how I find inspiration with anything. And who do I first see in the morning? My wife. So is it safe to say that my wife is my inspiration?
I think it is.
No, but covering celebrities or whatnot, shooting different personalities from Hollywood to local to foreign, and even concerts, it's always up how you feel. If you feel happy that day, it will transpire. It will go a long way with your photos. That's how I see it.
But I guess it also comes with experience, right? You have to experience so many different things on a regular basis to be able to capture moments, right?
Yes, that for me is number one. Experience is key.
Speaking of course, experience, I don't want to go too far back memory lane, David, but I remember your posts from when you started before. From your transition mo style mo dati, yung transition mo from being not just a blogger but also a vlogger and now of course a fashion stylist for yourself as well. When you create content with all of this, what inspires your storytelling process? Because if you don't know, if you should definitely check out all of David's social media. You have a lot of whether it's your sliding, your styles, whether it's your carousels, your reels. What inspires your storytelling process?
For me, with my storytelling process, I don't really think about it that much. Before, nung nagsa-start pa lang ako, ine-effortan ko talaga yan. Like, merong template yan na full body shot, half body shot, picturean mo yung rings ko, yung watch ko. Ngayon, you really have to adapt to the trends, which is, ngayon, mga dark feed, minimal aesthetic. So, ako na-inspire ako sa mga nakakasalamuha kong tao na parang, wow, they're so artistic. So, I get inspiration from them. Or sometimes, pag may nakita ko ng mga nagpo-post ng mga failures, like yung mga random objects, yung mga hindi mo papansinin on a daily basis, doon ako na-inspire. And for me, as a style content creator, sometimes you really have to know your personal style na talaga. So, minsan pag nag-shopping ako, I tend to go for black pieces, brown pieces, mga green. So, yun yung dinadocument ko. So, pag pinost mo siya sa feed mo, sobrang cohesive din niya. When you look at it, parang, ay, magkakoconnecta sila kasi yun yung style ko talaga.
Because it's what you like. It's what also makes you
really what you like talaga.
Well, of course, we've been following you for a long time, so you know the colors and palettes that you like. But speaking of what you like, Magic, what are the type of stories you are inspired to capture? Now, I know your wife is one of them, but what are the other stories you inspired to capture?
That's the thing. As a photographer, I'm glad that my wife is not like a content creator or else I'm gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? Because when you get home, I mean after a long day of work, you get home and then isipin mo pag-uwi mo, Mads, pa-content pa. Parang nakakapagod siya. But what the type of stories that I really share to capture is, baliktad kami ni David eh. David kasi, it's very curated, it's very, stylized. Me naman, I'm a regular working professional guy. And what I want to capture, what inspires me to capture these moments are the people that I meet. Like what I said, I've met a lot of people. A lot. From, again, Hollywood up to our local celebrities. Na-shoot ko na rin almost everyone. But that doesn't mean I don't focus on other people. You know what I mean? Like that's what inspires me. That's what drives me. Knowing the experiences that other people other people have. So that becomes my story.
Because you're also telling their story by being
Yes.
inspired by them.
Yes, exactly.
That's wow. Okay, that should be part of a motivational talk.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Actually, we're gonna transition to that. But I do want to go back here today because David, you talked about transitioning, your trends, and you are always up to date with everything going on now. So with everything, what is your favorite content so far? And can you share the inspiration behind it? No, you don't have to say you don't have to say your girlfriend or your wife. They know for a fact that they're
Can I
your
answer
favorites.
for David?
Liwanag.
Ano?
Actually,
Wala si Angelique, PA niya ako. But to answer...
wag baka umuwi sila.
Andiyan lang pala siya. But to add pala to Magic, it's nice to have someone like Magic na hype man talaga. When I see Magic sa events, lagi siyang good mood and lahat talagang pantay-pantay kahit big celebrity ka or hindi. Approach ka talaga yan. At hindi ka may i-approach siya kasi sobrang approachable na talaga. So, shoot mo
So
ko
I'm your
mamaya.
so I said favorite content.
pictures.
Well, that's true. I would second that.
True.
I
Hype
think,
man.
I think it really helps that you have that personality kasi
Yeah.
when you approach someone as in tandem na yun agad.
Yeah.
Hindi ka mahihiya pag nasa harap mo siya. I-hype ka pa niya. So, okay din.
Yun yung inspiration niya, ako daw, hindi sila.
Well, you also inspire him. But I do have to attest to that because I remember, if I may share, there's one event that we did and I was already done. And you were so accommodating that when I was done, may pila pa rin papunta sa'yo. Uuwi na ako. You were still exactly. You were still accommodating every single person. Now, of course, speaking of accommodating, I do want to move on to being able to give and accommodate the advice you can give to other people here. So can you tell us how a smartphone brand like OPPO can open up a lot of opportunities for those who want to kickstart their photography journey?
Okay. As a tech savvy person and a photographer, and I've been doing this again more than a decade. OPPO really helped me be more, proactive. Because, we have our smartphones on the daily,
Yes.
and what do we take with it? Like anything, diba? But because of the functionalities, again, as a tech guy, because of the functionalities of the camera and how it, ngayon hybrid shooters na tayo, we shoot both photos and videos.
Exactly,
diba?
yeah.
So because of the functionalities from the Reno series up to the Fine series, it will really. I've never been excited again to take photos from my phone. No, I'm not kidding. As a professional photographer, syempre hahanapin mo yung specs ng camera mo.
Yeah.
And I'm getting tired of bringing my camera everywhere, diba? Especially even if we're more compact. Now, if you want to start, exploring photography, I think the OPPO Reno and the Fine series line is a perfect beginner, a stepping stone if you want to, become a content creator or a photographer. Pwede rin host kasi you share your stories. Diba? You share your stories, your daily life with your OPPO phone.
Well, I'm definitely sharing your story, honestly. And I do have to add to that. You were the reason, we talked about this backstage, you were the reason why I got the OPPO Reno 8.
Yes.
You were the reason, I remember.
And do you love it?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the night you shot if I may share, you shot my night portrait. It was literally a week after that. I got the phone.
Sorry, because there's some people kasi just feel like if you have a smartphone, point and shoot. That's actually the start already.
Yes.
Yun na yun. Kahit food photo, OOTD photo, that's the start of your photography journey na yun. That's a kickstart eh. Diba?
So now everybody will basically take the photos right now to start with. But